Hey guys, SJ, I'm here again. Another episode of Pokemon Blue Let's Play. And we're going to be venturing inside of Mount Moon. For the time being, we'll start it up switching with Yertle with Pippin. Because he's really not going to have that much time to shine in here. So we might as well try to get him a little experience while we can to make him not completely outranked by the rest of the team. Another problem is, as we know, Mount Moon has a pretty high encounter rate of finding a ton of Zubats, and there's not really much I can do about that because I can't get repels just yet. I'm going to start off battle with the Bug Catcher. As we see, this is why we got Pippin in front. Doesn't have any flying type attacks yet, Gus being normal, but he needs something that he can actually take out. Get hit by a string shot, which probably make us slower than him, but it's not that bad in the end, being Pippin is actually the fastest on our team right now, I believe. Actually, I haven't really checked the stats in a while, so Nidorino now, aka Kingpin, could be potentially faster, being a second evolution and everything. Got a Kakuni here, we'll try to stay in for that. See how much we do while it uses Harden. As we see, good bit being a critical hit, so as with most Kakunas early game, nothing really super effective against it. We'll just speed it up for a while. There you go. Take out Kakuna. Pippin gets a little level up. And Pippin learned Quick Attack. That'll be pretty beneficial for the time being, now that he doesn't actually have only one move. Gonna head through this way. Fight this last, I believe. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. I don't know if that's really the best place to have your friends find you. You probably could have just waited outside in the broad daylight in front of the cave, not inside it in the darkness. Test out the new Quick Attack. As we see, apparently it's not so much that it's a bad attack as much as Clefairy just is kind of tanking right now. And we actually lost Pippin, which is kind of a little bit of a surprise for me. Wasn't really expecting that. Try to use Bubble a few times. As we see, we dropped his, her, whatever you want to call it, the Clefairy speed, since in Gen 1 there is no actual genders. Of course, puts me to sleep. Keep trying to fight here, take out this Clefairy, which of course makes the most annoying battle we've seen so far. This is exactly the same issue that I thought we'd have to deal with in the last video against that Jigglypuff, which ended up only using Disable again and again till it fainted. And as we see here, we're possibly gonna lose Yertle. Or we get really lucky from that sand attack with the lowered accuracy, and it misses over and over, and then we see that. Got Yertle, level 14. About 2 levels to go. Should be able to get a nice little evolution in there. We'll head back right now since we're right near the Pokemon Center. Do a quick little heal up. We don't want to obviously lose one of our team members in the first 35 seconds of the video. Go back through here, make our way, try to explore most of the areas, get all the little items and freebies and stuff of that nature. Here we have Zubat. Might as well quickly deal with him. Get Pippin a little bit of experience. We'll head downstairs into this ladder. I don't know if you really consider it downstairs, being it's a cave and all, so I guess we climbed down a little manhole chute. As we see here, we have a new little bad guy we've never faced before. And I feel like at some point one of these rockets, from what I remember, has a sand shrew. So that's why I switched Gyarados up front, because I think it might be this guy. Oh wow, look at that. Memory serves me right. As we know, we can make quick use of this sand shrew with Bubble. Even quicker use when we hit it with a critical hit. And there we go. Get lucky even with that loss of accuracy. Take out that sand shrew. The Rocket's going to use a Rattata, which I guess we'll try to send out Pippin real quick and see what we can do. As I said, there's really not going to be that many opportunities for us to get Pippin leveled up in this cave. Do what we can, use Quick Attack over and hopefully not get our defense lowered too much. And down goes Rattata. And I think up Zubat. Nope, I was wrong. I thought this specific rocket had a... Who am I thinking of? Had a Ekans. There you go, Ekans. Unable to think of who I wanted to say. There you go, and look at that. The patented everybody hates Zubat because it does nothing but show up every 5 seconds and confuse you. And he uses a Supersonic, and apparently AI is not going to be smart and attack me while I'm hurting myself. He'll use Supersonic 3 times in a row, as if that has any effect. There we go, now we got Pippin raised up. Still lowest on the team, but what do you really expect as the other Pokemon still level up while he does? Gonna add this way, gotta HP up. Most of us will know, if we don't, from this game or other games, RPG style, HP is the hit points, so that will mean I can raise a Pokemon's health. Not as in healing, but make the base stat, make their health permanently higher. I doubt we'll use that really early on or anything of that nature. And here we see I'm facing Magnemite, which I'm pretty sure shouldn't have the most defense. Being in this game, he is not yet considered a Steel type, because Steel wasn't invented till Gen 2. So he's still pretty defensive, but he's got just the basic typing of Electricity. And I'm pretty sure at this early level he won't have anything that can really cause too much of an issue for Gyarados. As we see, it's just using Tackle and Tackle over and over. As are we. But then we make it up to level 15. Learning Water Gun. Getting pretty excited here. Hopefully we're able to raise soon enough. Try to throw in Pippin, let him get a little more experience. As I said, I'm pretty sure that Voltorb and all, and Magnemite, stuff of that nature, don't exactly have any electric type attacks till a little later on. I'm sure it'll use probably just Tackle, as we saw there, or Sonic Boom, or something of that nature, continuously. And down goes Voltorb, but as we saw, Pippin should actually be evolving in about 5 levels, which is pretty nice. Get a nice little boost of power. As well as how Gyarados in a level should be facing an evolution. Just gonna quickly use these potions, heal up the team. A little bit of beneficial help. Try to make things go a little more smoothly. Pick up this item here, which is another potion. That'll help us now. Instead of -2, we're only down one of them. I believe this is a rare candy. Yep, that it is. Is this another bug catcher? Not sure just yet, but let's see what happens. Go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. Well, that is exactly what I'm doing. So your advice was kind of useless. But we'll do our best to make it through. As we see, Pippin's holding his own against most of the Pokemon we're facing in here, even being lowest leveled on our team. Not saying that'll exactly be the case for long, but in the long run, as most of us know, flying types on our teams don't usually tend to be the most reliable that you want to end up on, depending on what you're facing against other trainers. Usually it's not the best against another gym or something of that nature, or the Elite Four. Usually our flying types, if we keep them on our team other than an HM slave as is, usually tend to drop and be the weakest on the team. I know in my case at least, most of the time that is. And there you go. Pippin wipes out the team his self completely. Only loses about, I think it was 2 health points before the level up. This should be an escape rope. There you go. And without even moving, get attacked by a Zubat. Because I can, might as well speed right through that little random trainer battle. Which is what I said I would do for the most part for the little random nonsense, especially in this cave where I'm going to get attacked by Zubat over and over. And at least it gets us that little bit of experience, like right there where Pippin already grew up to level 15. Might as well keep Pippin in the lead for now. This game, it seems like the encounters are a little bit stranger, I guess, from being in the past, compared to modern day, where it doesn't seem like you even have to hardly move. You start moving and you can still just get right into a battle. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. Oh no. There are so many odd little innuendos you can make about that when it's coming from a girl. And as we see, getting a little bit of a change up here at least for the first time, fighting an Oddish. If Gus was a flying type, we'd probably be able to even take this Oddish out in a hit, but as I've stated, in this game it was only normal type. There are flying type moves, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but in Pippin's case, and I feel most of their cases, you don't get many flying type attacks very early on. I know in Pippin's case, if I let him evolve into a Pidgeotto, he won't even learn Wing Attack till level 31, I believe. 28 if I don't evolve him, but I'm pretty sure in the long run I'd end up evolving him rather than keeping him by himself for the time being. And there we go. Beat the last, and once again, random encounter. At least it's changed up this time a little bit. It's a Geodude. Guess we'll run for now. Just keep away from that, because we don't need to spend 4 hours chipping away at the defense that a Geodude would have, with normal type attacks, none the least. And there you go. We got Pippin actually up to level 16. So for the time being, we might as well just switch Yertle up. We'll head down this little cave over here. There we go, another little random encounter. Actually, now that we have water gun, we can do this. Odd little manner of how I switch those there, but test out our newly gained water gun, and we watch Geodude go down in one hit. So we now know that Yertle's going to be a lot stronger, a little bit more water special attack behind him. Use Tackle here a few times, take out this little Zubat that's being a pest, and we start this battle. We're pulling a big job here, get lost, kid. And as we said, I feel like I forgot to mention it before, though I did face one, this is clearly Team Rocket, who were the antagonists in the first game, slash are still annoying and following Ash in the Black and White series. Took long enough. Take that guy out. Oh, apparently, there you go. My memory wasn't too off. Apparently the next rocket is the one that has the Ekans. I'm going to do my best to try to keep Yertle alive here, because I think if we just manage to take this out, which we did with a critical hit, we can hopefully level up to 16. Which we did, which means we should face the evolution of Yertle from a Squirtle into a Wartortle. So, you are good. And there we go. What? Yertle is evolving. And there you go, we see Yertle is now a Wartortle. And you might be wondering, why is this guy standing here? What's he doing? If you go to this rock, you find an ether, an ether, whatever it may be. I think I always call it ether. And, of course, get this nice little random battle here. Got our new Wartortle, get to look at that sprite. And for the time being, I think we're going to cut off this episode here, and we'll continue in the next one, going through Mount Moon.